All right. Good morning, Raylene.
Good morning.
We're here. We're a few minutes late because of you, but
Because of me.
that's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I'll
let you have it, I guess.
Stumbling across the parking lot, going about the pace of a turtle.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
on your fifth cup of coffee, still half asleep.
Well, that part is true. The fifth cup of coffee part,
Are you
anyway.
seriously?
No, I think that's only my fourth.
I want to warn people right now that I haven't had any coffee.
And you were late, so you didn't even have time to make any.
Haven't had time to make any. Yeah, all right. I was a few minutes late. And I sound like crap. Like, kind of sounded like a little bit of Barry White. Hey, baby.
Is the goldenrod getting to you too?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Well, it's kicking my ass.
Something.
It really is.
Something
My eyes itch.
Yeah.
And the stiffness in the neck, and just ugh.
So I had the stiffness in the neck yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I know it's not COVID. So I've never really had, issues in the past with allergies. But I think as I'm getting older, things are changing.
Well, that's what they say. The older you get, all these things start creeping up on you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I look. I mean, if you look at me right now, you'll see that I kind of look like I've been smoking a doobie this morning. But I assure you that I have not.
Maybe you have.
No, I haven't. I actually haven't. We're at 71 degrees right now. We have rain possible after 1 o'clock today. But some breaks of sunshine and rain showers developing this afternoon at about 90%.
Mm-hmm.
So 77 for the high. So not going to warm up too much more. But I don't know about you. I love weather like this.
I don't mind it at all.
I love it.
And it's not too humid right now,
No,
but it's supposed to
But just
get more and more humid, I believe.
To drive in this morning, took the car, but to have the windows down and just smell that air, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
I agree.
It's a perfect temperature. It's just everything about it. I love weather like this. So that's the story today. Tonight, we're looking at steady rain this evening, showers continuing through the overnight, heavy torrential downpours at times, Raylene. 64 for the low. So we're going to get a good soaker, which we need. So it was just one of the driest summers ever.
I know it has been terrible.
And then Wednesday.
But every time it rains, because everything is so starving for rain, and then it just shoots up like crazy.
I know. And it, like all summer, it would rain for like 2 minutes, and then it would stop. And then Wednesday, cloudy rain showers at about 53%, highs around 80 tomorrow. But Thursday looks great for racing up at Thunder Road. So there you go.
And it's run what you brung week
It is.
at Thunder Road.
It is.
Yes.
Are you going to run anything?
No.
You going to run the RAV4?
No.
No.
No. That probably won't happen.
I want to do a Facebook question of the day this morning.
Okay.
And I'm going to wonder what your take is on this, but obviously want to hear what others have to say as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the cell service or lack thereof in this state.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of universal cell coverage around Vermont is really starting to get to me. It's like it's been getting under my skin for at least a decade, but it's coming to a head.
It's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse. Maybe that's also something that is my age. I don't know, but I'm getting just to the point where what do I do? Do I write my congressman?
I don't know.
Do I send an email to Phil?
I personally have never had any issues as far as coverage goes where I lived, and I've very few times have I found myself in a situation where I needed my phone and I didn't have coverage because I was out and about somewhere. But there are definitely, but maybe it's because I just didn't need to use my phone at the moment.
Okay.
But I do know a lot of my friends that live in like Calais and Woodbury and that, live out in the other direction. And they do. And it's super frustrating to them. But overall, lately, I have Verizon.
Yeah.
And they've been having some issues, I think, that they have not alerted the public about because
really?
I'm having to power down my phone and messages are taking a long time to send. Sometimes they fail. They
Same
don't
here.
do it. It's just been constant for
Is
a
this
month
the,
now.
The geomagnetic storm?
I don't know what's happening, but for like a month now, it's been real shitty.
Huh.
And
yeah. I've noticed over the last week or so that my phone has been
the last week has been even worse.
Really bad.
But
I'm just I'm so frustrated when you're on an important phone call and you got to get from point A to point B, but you have to decide. You're on the phone with the doctor, whoever. Do I have to stop and pull over, interrupting my time schedule to get from point A to point B, because I know that if I pass in front of the Dugout Restaurant or Dollar General up here, I know I'm going to lose the call. I mean, that's just crazy. That's crazy. I'm pissed.
Want to know why?
Why?
You're pissed? Because we're spoiled rotten. When you were 25, you had to make the call at home. And you had to try to get home after work, before the doctor closed. You had to try to do it on your lunch break. You had to do, before you left for work, whatever. Your phone was attached to your wall, and that's the only opportunity you had. So
yeah,
we're pissed. We're pissed at a privilege to be able to yak all the way to work, I guess.
Yeah, you got a good point.
And so we're spoiled.
Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Linda. I wonder what they think about this. But the Facebook question of the day: what should we do about this? How do we bring this more to the forefront of conversation? Do we write our congressman? What do we protest?
Well, I think it's been a part of the conversation for a really long time. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're talking about, fiber. We're running fiber everywhere now into remote communities and counties in Vermont that have...
That's for internet.
Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
That's for internet. That's great. And
I don't know. Call Elon. He'll fix it.
Should I?
Sure.
Can we get a satellite up in space that is just for Vermont? Is it possible?
You never know. It'll cost you.
What should be done about the lack of cell service in Vermont? That's what I want to know. Let's give a shout out this morning to who is right behind you, which is Nelson's Ace Hardware, our new sponsor here at Aired Out, which is so cool that they're like right there.
They are.
I mean, literally.
And we literally skip over there sometimes because we'll be doing something and, we got to run across the street to grab something.
Did yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally. Michael Booten ran across over there. But their front doors, I mean, you can see right off of your right shoulder, their front doors are wide open. There they are. And, it says up on the side of the building, housewares, paint. That is just not even anywhere near
because that's all we
scratching.
can see. Then you go down just a little bit and you have the grills and all of the outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
There's furniture and
everything.
Grills and coolers and you name it. It's
really?
out there.
It's just, I mean, I see the pool over there too. But this is in the window, this is the time of year when, I don't know if you've noticed, it's difficult for me to say this, but the leaves,
they're starting to tinge.
they're starting to change a little bit, and pretty soon Bob's going to be shifting into gears.
Putting the shovels and stuff out
I don't
there.
want to see the shovels. I don't want to see the shovels.
And
Keep
the
the grills
snow
up.
blowers are going to replace the lawnmowers
And the grills.
Yeah.
I did speak with Michael Booten last night at great length, by the way, about the fact that he won the Traeger grill over at the grand reopening of Nelson's.
Yes.
With their expanded section over there with all of their Traeger grills and Weber grills and Yeti products and everything. And basically asked him, I said, Raylene's checking her mailbox. I'm checking mine. We're not seeing our invitation yet for the Traeger cookout at your place. What's the delay? What's going on? What is the holdup here? He just gave me a dirty look.
He did?
Yeah.
I think he's trying to perfect his skill first.
Yeah.
He's only done chicken so far, he said.
Are you
twice.
serious?
He says he's done it twice. Well, he just got the damn thing.
Well, come on.
But he's done chicken twice. The first time he said, yeah, not so much. The second time it was much better. So maybe, like, by the fourth time, we'll get the invite. Or he'll at least bring us lunch.
I asked him yesterday, I'm like, why is it taking so long before we've got pulled pork sandwiches in here? What's the holdup here?
Right. And I told him where to call to get that.
Well, I'm just very anxious for the Michael Booten barbecue at the Heather Slayton pool party. Combination of two.
Oh, yes. We need that.
Come on.
Yes. We need that.
Anyway, what else is happening?
Well, there was a truck stuck in the notch again this morning.
Again.
But I just got an update that it's out and they've given the all clear.
Let me guess. Drivers from Florida.
I don't even know.
Gotta be.
I don't know that it said right away where they were from. I didn't get it from the news. I got it from VTrans. The alerts I get from VTrans. And they didn't say where they were from. But, yeah, so we have that. And then just before the Richmond exit, it was first reported this morning that there were 2 deceased baby moose in the median, and the mom was standing nearby, and some people had stopped and were trying to help, but it turns out that they were actually cows. And so
really?
Yes. And
oh my God.
They had a picture of the mom standing there, and they had not corralled her yet, but her babies were deceased in the median, or appeared to be deceased in the median. I shouldn't say that because maybe they ended up being okay. But that was just before the Richmond exit if you're headed north. So just, after. Yeah. Sad.
Wow.
So that's not nice.
I hope everybody is okay. The drivers are all right. You hit a cow. That's no fooling around.
No.
It's too bad, man.
Just babies too. It didn't appear that the mom had been hit, but the babies.
I feel bad for the farmer too. I mean,
my first thought was maybe they didn't get hit at all, and it just appeared that way. Maybe she actually birthed them in the median. Yeah. That would be my hope, because how cool would that be? At least they were okay. But
that's one place to give birth.
Yeah. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it happens.
Yeah. Right. I said to if they were hit, I said to Sherilyn over the weekend that I just feel for our farmers so much everywhere around the world. I mean, just everywhere. People that are trying to make a living from farming, just dealing with the drought everywhere, dealing with the heat. The cost of everything has gone up, and just how they're coping. Out west, I mean, they're losing their herds.
I actually read a really good article in regards to farmers, the milk prices, the food prices, beef prices.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I'm not sure. It was in one of my like streams that I follow for marketing, different things like that,
Yep.
and where we are with the economy, which we won't ever get into because we'd just rather not talk about that.
Rabbit hole.
But anyway, it talked about the fact that people really are complaining right now about the cost of milk, and
Yeah.
and you know that they think the farmers are making these
Right.
great big huge dollars all of
Sure.
a sudden
Sure.
off the backs of us because of the pandemic, and they can
Right.
do it and whatever, and it's very much not true.
Right.
So the average cost of a gallon of milk, no matter what percent, has gone up 97 cents.
Yes.
They said,
Right.
and the average cost to make that milk
Right.
has gone up $1.67.
So there you go.
So per whatever hundredweight is
Right.
how they do it.
So 70% increase.
Because of fuel prices, trucking,
Sure.
grain prices, the lights,
Right.
heat, the fuel for hot water, that kind of stuff. And so they're not making anything, and the stores aren't making anything either.
Right.
They may be making a very few cents on the dollar,
Yeah.
but they are not making any like huge.
Sure.
Yeah.
We need to just suck it up with regard to that, and we need to not be surprised that we're paying another $1 for a gallon of milk,
No.
and maybe $1.50 more.
Right. And we have to remember that during COVID, when a lot of things were shut down and they kept going, just
Yeah.
like the nurses or anybody else. And we became more dependent on them because we couldn't get things
Right.
from other places.
Yeah.
And so we needed local food, local
Sure.
vegetables and meat and milk and eggs. And
Yeah.
we need to remember that.
Yes, we do. Heather just said the Fed sure is making some coin here.
I agree.
Which great lead and great point to one of our other presenting sponsors, Giroux General Transport, right here in Barrie. You've seen their signs. You've seen them on Facebook. You've seen them everywhere. I mean, they're just blasting right now. Bill and Tracy Haynes of Giroux are booking their CDL classes left and right. So if you are even quietly, privately thinking about, maybe I wonder what it would be like to be a truck driver. I wonder what it would be like to have that flexibility of my schedule and to be able to have, so many days off and so many days on and whatnot. This is the time to give them a call, get in touch with them, and you better get on it too, because we are always saying this too, that they're booking up, like they're they're booked out months ahead right now.
And if you are, I see all of these signs out looking for CDL drivers.
Yeah, I've
if
seen
you're
them.
an employer and you are looking for drivers, call them. They
Yeah.
have graduating classes every day.
Sure.
When they graduate, they are licensed. They're ready to roll, and
Yeah.
they may need, your 60 days worth of training or something, but they've literally, Giroux has done all the work for you.
Sure.
They've trained them, they've licensed them, they've done everything, physicals, whatever needed to be done is
Right.
done. And so if you're looking, contact Tracy and say, you have anybody coming out of school that, is looking for work.
Yeah.
And I bet you the chances are she could probably help.
Yeah, and Heather, great point here. Just stay the hell away from the Notch Road
Please.
if you're going to be truck driving. I read, back to farmers and stuff, I read over the weekend that 100 million Americans are going to be impacted by extreme heat in the next 30 years. And they were talking about it again this morning, both intensity and frequency of the hottest days of the year. They just published a study that came out, I think, Friday this past week. A climate research group did this, and specifically the region from Texas to the Great Lakes is going to experience temperatures above 125 degrees during the hottest stretches of the year. And that this study is now saying that more people have died in the last 5 years from heat than they have tornadoes, hurricanes, and floods. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
That's the stretch right there. That's the extreme heat belt. Texas to the Great Lakes, above 125 degrees average during the summer months.
Ugh.
I can't.
I can't.
I can't either.
It gets to 90 and I'm bitching.
Right.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of all over the road this morning, but just a quick heads up. Josh Dickinson from Gustos, we had to reschedule his time on the air, so we're going to push him to Friday.
Yes.
He'll be with us Friday. We're going to be talking about the Gustos Open, which is the big
Coming right up.
the golf championship, if you will. Well, it's not a champion. All right. It's basically a huge benefit golf tournament.
Yes.
It's not a championship. What the hell was I thinking?
Well, clearly you were.
Yeah, I know. This is lack of coffee. This is why.
Do you want me to go make you one?
No. But they're going to be doing this at the Berry Country Club, and they do a hell of a tournament. They do a great job.
They do. I think I'm going to go watch, actually, for a bit.
If you're a golfer, if you're not yet registered, you still have time, but please get on it because it's September 11th, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're a couple of weeks away. Get in touch with Gustos.
Yes.
Simple enough. But we're going to be chatting with him. Now, you sadly, you watch golf on the TV. You're one of those
There's nothing sadly
You're
about
a loser.
it.
You're a loser for doing that.
Okay.
Anyone who watches golf on
Along
TV,
with thousands of others.
I don't understand it.
Remember when we went to Cornerstone for lunch just a little bit ago and we're sitting there at the bar and
Right.
Mikey was making my margarita and what was on the TV?
Golf. I know. It's true. Okay. I just don't understand. That's all. I can't understand
And
why.
everybody that was there except for you was pretty engrossed
Yeah. Well,
in the match. Just saying.
will you be? How come you don't play golf? How come you don't do that? If you sadly watch it on TV, how come you're not going to be playing?
I don't know why I don't do that. I just never have.
You ever do a little mini golf?
No, I've never had time to do any of the. Oh, mini golf I have done with my kids and stuff, taking them and whatever. But I've never had time to do those sorts of things.
Hey,
Maybe someday.
Community spotlight. No city council meeting tonight, right?
No.
So what's that all about? There's been a couple of Tuesday nights that they haven't had.
Well, because I think that even the city council takes an August vacation because everybody wants to take a vacation during the summer. And so I think they just agree that they're all going to take it around the same time.
Okay.
And so they can have that little break. And it's just an expected annual stretch off.
So with that said, usually we have Tom Lozon on Wednesday mornings to recap the Tuesday night city council meeting.
And he may still be here
may still come
tomorrow to discuss something.
Okay, sure.
But we don't know yet. We're waiting to hear back. But Tom and his wife Karen have a little event going on Wednesday night, and with Peter Welch at the Reynolds house, meet and greet. So he may be coming to fill us in about that a little bit.
All right.
So, yeah.
Lozon just walks in here, big as life. And
Right,
just,
he can do.
Yeah.
If that's what he wants to do, that's what he does. You know.
And we were fine with that.
Give me the mic.
Yesterday,
You said he's been doing that to you for years, though.
As far back as I can remember, way back on Froggy, he used to just walk into the studio in the morning and just be like, "Turn this microphone on. When are we on?" Well, Tom, we're right in the middle of playing a song right now. I don't care. Stop the song. We got to talk.
Right.
Yesterday, we spoke a little bit about the event for the Parrots on Saturday in Williamstown. that it was a huge success. We're still waiting for, I think, the final
numbers. So they thought around 9, and then yesterday I think they were up a little over 10. Still trying to get it all done, and I didn't pay attention last night, and I'm sorry that I did not. But they were drawing the ticket for the gun raffle last night at 6:30 at the pub, and I will need to check that and post that today to see who that winner was.
Okay.
Because I totally spaced it.
Yeah.
And did not follow that last night.
But typical with Williamstown,
Mm-hmm.
when the shit hits the fan,
Mm-hmm.
that community rallies in a huge way.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Contois,
Caitlin Wheatley,
Wheatley,
Heather Payne, Cheryl McCarthy,
Hillary Payne, Cheryl McCarthy.
They all came together and,
big time.
really quickly put it together. Hillary she was here, and her husband, Nate, donated also the photography session, and they took some beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
For the parrots, because they know that those are things that they lost that you can't get back.
Sure.
So they wanted to help rebuild that for them. And I mean, just so many, they were all working so hard and so fast, and
listen,
then all the donors. I mean, we had a lot of people donated a lot of stuff.
We're so proud of our sponsors that stepped up. Preston's Kia.
Yes, Nelson's, Preston's.
Vermont Quick Lube. Cornerstone.
Yeah, and then Cornerstone rallied with that little boy to sell his pesto.
That's so great.
And we are going to get him in here.
What's he, like 8 years old, I think?
I think that's what we were told. And he wanted to donate his money to them and actually added $100 more. So he's, $600 and 8 years old, and that's what he thought that he wanted and needed to do with his money.
And Rich McSheffrey caught wind of this.
Well, Rich was allowing him to sell it there at Cornerstone, the jars, and Rich knew what he wanted to do, so they donated.
So great.
Money from each jar.
We got to find out who this little boy is.
Oh yeah, we have it in here.
Right. That's so great. I wonder if he needs any more basil, because I've got just bushes of it.
You have tons of that.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's just out of control.
Yeah.
Sherilyn's like, what the hell are you going to do with all that now? So I'll donate some basil to him if he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Toys R Us filed for Chapter 11?
Yes.
And they went bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I'm just seeing now this morning that they're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised by that? Do you think that was just a big publicity stunt for them? I mean, if you're filing for bankruptcy protection,
mm-hmm.
That takes some nads if you're going to do that as a publicity stunt. But, it was probably legit. But now they're suddenly in good shape, and they're coming back.
Well, they're probably federally infused with money from the pandemic and able to just miraculously turn themselves around and recover.
Yeah.
The banks have already gotten paid off, and probably big box stores too.
I'm just seeing this now. I'm just seeing
just
it
a
now.
thought.
Anyway, what else do we have? Month of August, we're wrapping things up here. We only have a few days left in it, and Dottie Moffat's going to be on with us, right?
She is. Yes, this Thursday, 10:00.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursday, the 25th,
and
which is also my sister's birthday.
Christine.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Christine.
Yeah, her birthday is right around the corner.
Dottie,
so that's great.
Dottie's going to be talking about the Drug Overdose Awareness Month and the vigil that's an annual thing.
Yes.
Down in White River Junction, right?
Yes, and we're going to talk numbers and Narcan and prevention and all kinds of different things.
How are things over at the Jenna's House Community Center? Do we know?
They're going great. They're doing well, and So, and I've been advertising it. Once a month, they have a huge sale at Jenna's Promising Goods.
Okay.
It's like their rummage sale, but it's not really rummage. They just really mark their stuff down that is already great prices anyways, but they literally have everything in there. You and I were in there, and
oh yeah, I
mean,
couldn't believe my
from
eyes.
I don't know, from leaf blowers to
Everything.
underwear. I mean, they
Yes.
literally they do. And so it's all Amazon returns, Wayfair returns. Some things, there's not a thing wrong with them, but they get returned.
You can get
Appliances, scratch and dent appliances, furniture, the wrong color, or whatever, people returned it for whatever reason. Maybe it's missing a leg. Use a 2x4. Lay it flat, put it under there. There you go. And so you're literally paying, not very much money to get really good quality stuff.
Sure.
And so
I was freaking out when I went in there.
yeah, so they have that, the really nice store, and they have of course, the coffee, and they have the K-Cups now, and the K-Cups are 100%. You can put them right in the compost pile.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they totally. So
Their coffee is unbelievable.
No plastic cups with the tin tops or any of that. So that's nice as well. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be sold here locally sometime soon.
Yes.
Right in Barrie. So
yes. Actually, it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's happening.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do know what you're talking about.
I know. Yeah.
So, yeah, keep an eye open for that, because
she's just been in touch with them recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we don't want to say anything until it's 100%.
No, exactly. So, yeah, really good stuff. So we have that going on, but we have a lot of other stuff. Also, we have this weekend. So Williamstown is pulling it out again.
Really?
Seaver Field. They're having a back to school bash at Seaver Field with pulled pork sandwich meal and all kinds of things. We put the poster up. There's going to be some more stuff added to it today. We'll keep you informed about that. So they're just they're on fire up there.
What are they going to be doing?
Well,
is it
As
Saturday?
I said, it's progressing right now. So yes, it's this Saturday, and it's up there on our page.
Okay.
The initial poster, things will be added to it, changing over the next few hours.
Yeah.
And there'll be full itinerary there before long at all.
All right.
So keep watch of that. That's going on.
Sunday morning, the American Legion is having a breakfast from 8 to 10:30.
Yes.
Which, if you've ever been, you know that they do not fool around.
Right. And then this one makes me literally sick to my stomach.
Why?
Sad.
Why?
The Snack Shack's last day.
Yes.
Forever
When is that?
Saturday.
Really?
Really.
This coming Saturday?
This coming Saturday, the 27th, the Snack Shack will close.
For good?
Yes.
I thought it was for sale.
And so they are having their normal annual sale that they always have from the end of August through Labor Day. That sale is going to be a little larger this year because they are selling everything. I mean, equipment, right down to aprons that the girls wore for car hops. They have a ton of stuff that they are selling. Sue's going to try to keep the list updated with me to keep, so that people are aware. But go down, have lunch, have supper, because once that's gone,
it's a staple.
I'm so sad about it. You don't even know.
Why?
And now I have all these things. Today I want to go have fried dough for lunch, and tomorrow I want to go and have a hot hamburger sandwich, and then Thursday I would like to go have a Rick stir, and this is just terrible.
Why? So why are they closing?
And my brother loved that place.
Yeah.
That was like my brother's. He had to go get TLC chips and,
Yeah.
So
why are they closing? And I thought it was for sale.
Well, it is for sale, and it's been for sale for a long time. But I don't know if somebody bought the lot or not, or I don't know what happened with that, but it costs too much. And she has to keep jacking her prices, and she doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, right.
But if you pull in there and to a car hop and they're asking $14 for a burger, you're not. You know what I mean? She doesn't. She's very reasonable priced, actually.
Right.
Very. And because she knows how hard it is. And yeah, it's one, it's time. And two, it's the times.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Sue coming to the window and
barking out the window.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. I know. But I mean, she won't go far. She's here in the community, and she actually does a lot here too that she doesn't talk about, because she's never looking for that, hey, I did this pat on the back. She's just not that way. But she does a lot for this community.
Yeah.
And people, it definitely goes unspoken, but not unrecognized.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of people that do know.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's all this coming Saturday when they close?
Yeah.
What's Sue going to do? Is she going to buy a yacht and sail to the Caribbean?
Oh, I highly doubt it. She says she's retiring, but she's so full of shit. She'll find something to do.
I'm sure.
She's always, always, always busy.
Heather remembers way back when the boys used to bring Rick their venison to fry up.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully somebody's going to buy this and keep it the snack shack.
It'll never be the same. Yeah.
Boy, that's sad news.
So get down there, have some lunch, have some dinner, and then, go to the sale.
On Saturday.
It lasts for a long time. So it's going to start this week, and it will literally go. And she's been listing things slowly for sale. There are some things down there for sale already.
Sure.
But it'll last through Labor Day. And but go down there and check it out. She's got a lot of stuff.
Anything else that we can think of?
That's in the news. Yes. So.
The glasses are coming on. Oh boy.
Well, there's been good. Let's start with the bad news. So the bad news is, yet again, the police are investigating a shooting in Burlington, a car shooting where there was calls and people said that shots were fired. 2 cars. It happened around 10:15 last night in a parking lot of Perkins Pier. Police say they received multiple 911 calls and that 2 cars sped off. Officers say someone in a white sedan or possibly a smaller type SUV fired several rounds at a dark-colored sedan with tinted windows.
Perkins Pier is such a beautiful spot, man.
I don't know.
What the hell's going on?
Well, I don't know that it matters in
It doesn't anymore.
No, it doesn't matter anymore. So we have that unfortunate, happened yet again, but maybe they should ramp up the police department. I'm just, come on, you guys made this choice, or not everybody made that choice, but
they're still trying to defund the police.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Thank God.
But then a great thing that I found this morning, I didn't find it. I heard it on the news first, and then I went back and read the article and several other articles about it as well. But right here in Barrie, Granite City, Granite Importers of Barrie has brought granite, and they are aiding in the stability of the Statue of Liberty. So all of that, you can read the whole article, but all of that, I mean, I just think that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Business is booming at Granite Importers in Barrie. The family-run business specializes in manufacturing stones for structures. And we've been working on it since November. Chris Colligan, the manager at Granite Importers, said. So, yeah, I mean, I just think it's awesome. So it said the Granite is headed to Fort Wood, the base of the Statue of Liberty, and the company was hired to replace some of the 35,000 square feet of wall. Pretty cool.
Well, it's been there for how long is the Statue of Liberty? It's been there for, my God.
Just a minute, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really cool.
100 years?
Yeah.
It's got to be at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a cool story.
I thought so. And then tying back into Michael Booten a little bit.
Oh,
I don't know if you got to see the show last night with Erica Reddick.
No.
So, I will 100% tell the truth and say that I didn't even know who the hell she was or what she was running for before last night.
It's all right.
And she started the show with Dwayne Tucker's cowboy hat. So at first I was thinking, I don't know if I can get on board with this chick because that's just a little bit too goofy. But, wow. I was so very impressed by so many things that she had to say.
Really?
And I know you don't know yet, because what impressed me most was that, well, I shouldn't say most, because so much impressed me about her.
Mm-hmm.
But what hit home for me and touched me the most is that she had balls enough to sit over here and say that she was an addict 12 years in recovery. And where, and here she is. So once again, it doesn't matter who you are, where you've come from, what you're doing. And she sat over here and said, don't hate me because I'm from Chittenden County.
Wow.
But, I mean,
and Booten says she's a fellow podcaster.
Yeah, she just but her answers were so precise, and she wasn't sitting over here reading from anything. She wasn't it really felt like anything that they said, she truly answered. It wasn't a scripted, this is what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
She wasn't trained by some, I don't know what is that Dem group that we.
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't remember what it was. But she wasn't trained. She sat here like a normal human being, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to watch parts of it again, I think, because I would like to hear better a little bit more, because I was trying to monitor, make sure we didn't have issues as well. So, but I really want to pay attention. I was really, really impressed with her.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Booten, man, he's kicking ass.
He is kicking ass.
With the Barry Beat podcast.
Amazing interviews. And last night was a kick-ass show. I mean, the comments were pouring in. I think there was 160 comments, 157 comments during the show.
Holy shit.
And yeah, I mean,
great.
It was pretty kick-ass. But she was good. If you did not watch the Barry Beat last night, go back and watch it.
That's what's nice about all of this, is that if you missed any of it, unlike
it doesn't matter.
Unlike radio, if you miss it, you miss it.
Right.
But with podcasting, you can just go back and rewatch it.
Right.
When it's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lady walking behind you with a ladder right now. The things that we see.
Do you think maybe she'll clean our windows?
I don't know, but they are pretty bad.
We gotta find a window washer. I know there's a guy down here somewhere.
We also need to find a way to get a camera mounted so that we can show more of. Oh, we have people waving right there.
We need to first we need to get our little cling for the window that says "We are live. you are being recorded and you are on camera
Right.
so that we don't get, sued or anything.
Oh, yeah.
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 JD posted a video of me picking my nose. Well, don't look in our window like it's a mirror and do stuff like that.
And we've had people do that.
Yes, people think this is not a mirror. I know it looks it during certain times of the day.
Yes.
But it is not. There are people sitting right here, inches.
Right. But in the
Inches.
afternoon, when the sun reflects off that glass in a
You
certain
cannot
way,
see in here.
you can't see in here. So people will literally walk up.
Oh,
and
they do the damnedest things
what have
right
we seen?
here.
We've seen booger picking.
Yes.
We've seen makeup.
We've seen makeup.
We had that one guy that was trying to get some collard greens out of his tooth that was stuck in there.
Yeah. Agreed.
We had that lady that lost her earring and found it and was trying to put that back in.
Yeah, and we have we see stuff all the time, and some stuff, it's we won't.
The one that I'll always remember was the Subway sandwich fight. Do you remember that one?
I do.
We had the two out here that were fighting. They both had Subways, and they were screaming about something, who paid rent last or whatever. And the girl hit the guy
sitting right here on
with her Subway, and it was a foot long. It was no fooling around. Don't forget, Barrie City Councilor Tom Lozon tomorrow morning. Hopefully he'll be here. And we appreciate your eyes and ears. Don't forget.
We've invited him, but it's not tomorrow. We won't be talking city council meeting because there is none. But if he would like to come on and talk,
sure,
he may be coming to tell us something.
Weather again, cloudy, rain showers later on this afternoon. Now they're saying about 93%. Highs around 77, and we're already at about 70 right now. So tonight, light rain early on, and then the later we get into the evening, heavy torrential downpours. 65 for the low tonight, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, still wet weather. Showers off and on. 81. Might see a few breaks of sun. Not only tomorrow, but also during the day today. Thursday is going to be real nice, though. 84, right back to summer. A stray shower or thunderstorm
on
possible,
Friday.
but it's going to be great. Thursday, generally sunny. And then Thursday night up at Thunder Road, 61, partly to mostly cloudy. That's great racing weather.
And great for concerts in the park.
Yeah.
And food trucks on
Courier
Thursday.
Park.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Farmers Market. So, they're saying 58% chance for rain, but Farmers Market is amazing. Do you know, seriously, I'm not joking. Do you know what I'm going to go buy tomorrow at the Farmers Market? I'm dead serious. I'm going to go buy beets.
You are?
And I'm definitely going to photograph them and show everyone. I saw some beets out there, seriously, the size of softballs.
I would like some yellow beets.
They're
very hard to find, but they're so good.
Never even heard of them.
So good.
Oh, Heather Slayton.
What?
She's coming in here tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I forgot yes, because tomorrow's Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah, she's saying,
Yes, that's right.
Heather's in here tomorrow.
Heather is in here
She's going to be talking about this soccer camp that she's started up for folks with disabilities who are going to be out playing soccer, which is amazing.
Of course it is.
Freaking Heather. My God.
She's always up to something, isn't she?
She's incredible.
And don't forget, today is Tuesday.
Yes.
So it is Burger Day.
Thank you.
At Cornerstone Pub and Kitchen.
Boom. Burgers
for
are
$5
amazing.
plus tax. You get a amazing
Kick-ass.
burger.
Yes.
A basket of fries.
Yep.
And for the love of all things, if you're down there having a hamburger and French fries,
Thank you.
get a margarita. The list, the board of their specialty drinks is amazing.
Yeah.
And that Mikey, he's always trying to figure out something new.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And they have alcohol.
Yep.
or non-alcohol drinks.
They're very good with that.
They are very good.
Very
with that.
good with that.
So, yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We're going to have fun the rest of this week. I know it was last week was, I don't know what the hell was.
You were gone on vacation.
I was for part of it, and the other part of it, anyway.
But here you are.
Here I am, and here you are. So, thanks for catching the Aired Out podcast. Seen and heard live on Facebook from the ASB Financial Fly on the Wall production studios, North Main Street in Barrie. Raylene, it's the epicenter of Central Vermont, right here, like literally where
Right
you're
here.
sitting.
Yeah, practically on the sidewalk.
And we are streamed around the world on YouTube and Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, TuneIn Radio, Podchaser, Deezer, Podcast Addict, GeoSavant. Thank you so much for liking the page, for following the page, for supporting us. Don't forget to comment and share any episode you enjoy. We are always live, always local, never edited, and we appreciate your eyes and ears. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.